Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, I think we got a response on this guy here. The pattern is variable data, get byte count. Fixed data, size of struct. We've got 5 variable length classes, okay, with packed structs, and 20 fixed size classes. 20 fixed size classes, okay. The 5 that need custom size calculations are these. Can any package? The issue, the confusion I see here is that the packed structs have different inheritance patterns than the non-packed structs. It would be nice if these were consistent, but that seems not possible because the header, the first few data fields are not always the same for whatever reason. Yeah. I'm inclined to say if we cannot make them, if we cannot make the pact once use inheritance consistently, then make none inherited. For consistency. But what we could do is add get byte count functions to all non-packed structs and then make them static, where they simply return size of packed structs XYZ. Get byte count. Also, I think we better name them. Better name the functions get packed byte counts. And then later we also add functions get, and then in next changes we add functions get or two packed structs, and from packed structs to convert between packed and non-packed. Good. I won't merge this yet. So we have this issue here. Let me go to main branch. Let's compile our generals again. Okay, so there is a issue with the German moving too fast or animation too fast. Yeah. Let's see. Good. So, Chile. There's a German. Okay. Then let's set the render FPS to 90, the logic timescale to 30. Oh, oof. Oof. Indeed. Oof. It looks funny. Let's see the other guy. This one looks okay. What about the worker? Worker looks also fine. Huh. It's only the German. What about the other guys? And this one also. Oof. Oof. He starts slow, but then he accelerates. Okay, it's funny how it only affects a couple of the guys. Why does he look like a ninja? Okay, okay, so why does this happen? So it probably is introduced by by this one here. Maybe it's calling this function twice. Let me see. Maybe it's calling special render and render. Let's see. No. No, it's not special render. Okay, but maybe it's not related to this change then. Maybe it's something else. Okay, let's set this to false. Yeah. And test it again. Okay, so let's see if the issue still happens now. Huh, that's fixed. Yeah. Huh. Okay, that is unexpected. That is unexpected. Okay, so okay, we need to make another test. I need to understand the relationship between frame rates and logic updates. Oh man. That's weird. Skirmish. Okay. So. Yeah, okay, so the legs are too fast. Now let's decrease the FPS to 30. Still too fast. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so it's not has nothing to do with the relationship between logic update and render update. Okay, that's interesting. So it's only about, but then what is it? Is this called multiple times, this function? Could that be? Okay, let me take the German and put them here on his own, yeah, with nothing else around. Yeah, my suspicion is that this is called multiple times then per German. So now the question is, how do we see that? UI hero SKL. Yeah. Okay, and the next one is what? Next one is the same. Translucent objects. Look at this, it's called twice. No, don't just once. Noise. Oh, man. Okay, well, it must. It must have something to do with the amount of times he's rendered. So there's one guy that's being rendered here. It flushes a translucent. Flush translucent. I wonder if it has to do with that it renders it twice. And so it animates it twice. I think that's the issue. Yeah. Flush translucent objects. Is it maybe? I mean, we can see already that it's a bug that. Like, it's weird that the German is not translucent here, right? He should be translucent. Why is he not translucent? Why is he not translucent? He is translucent. The German is not, for some reason. Now he's translucent. Now he's not translucent. There's some bug here. Or am I tripping? What is going on here? So he's definitely not translucent right now. He's solid. Now he's translucent. Now he's solid. Aha. Now he's translucent. Aha. When we zoom in, now he's solid. So we have to zoom out a bit. Is that intentional or not? So my suspicion is that he's rendered twice. One is solid and one is translucent, and that's why the animation is updated twice, and that's why he's walking, his animation is twice as fast. So this issue happens with all stealth units, which is why we see this with a Saboteur, and with German, and probably with other hero units, and probably with a sniper as well. Let's see that theory. Can we get the sniper? I don't know. Need a general's promotion. Okay, but it's weird that he can be solid and not solid. Okay. So, flush, occluded, and translucent, occluded. Potential occludees, occluded, occluded. Occludees. Occludees. Potential occludees. Now the translucent is not called anymore. Now it is again. Weird. So, occluded objects into stencil. Translucent. Yeah. Translucent objects buffer. Okay, so this was the other one where it where did these guys here? Yeah. Okay, so occluded objects, translucent objects. Custom pass, scene pass default, get extra pass polygon. Has stencil. Draw all translucent meshes which don't need per poly sorting. Scene pass default. Translucent render. Yeah, so the guy, hold on. Yeah. Both of these contain the same guy, the UI hero. Yeah, so the hero is rendered twice. So how do we add someone into this list? How is someone added into this? Visibility check. Oof. Object is translucent. Translucent objects buffer. Need to keep track of occluders. So if we put a breakpoint here, UP Palace. Yeah. How do we remove things from these? Flush? Flush occluded. Is this being called or not? Oof. It's not called. Is this called? No. How do we remove things from? Probably this one here, right? Visibility check. Is this called every function, every frame? I see. I see. So it's reset every frame. So I wonder what happens. I wonder what happens if we put else here. So if it is translucent, it can't be one of the others. It can't be an occludee. It can't be an occluder. So it's not rendered twice, basically. Oh my gosh, translucent. Occludees. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay. Okay, now he indeed walks normally. He is stealthed. He's also stealthed when we zoom in. Okay, that looks promising. Okay, so the problem was that the translucent object had two render sources. Interesting. Now the question is, will this cause any other issues? Let's have a look at staff vehicles like the bomb truck, I think, and the GPS scrambler. Let's scramble the guys. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's all we need to do to fix this. Let's move him behind an occluder. He's occluded, yeah. Shouldn't we see? What about the silhouette? Shouldn't we see a silhouette? Maybe I've disabled it by pressing some key. Heat signature behind buildings. Usually we should see the object through the building, no? We don't. Let me restart. Maybe I pressed some debug key which hid it. Let me also check the options. Custom. Oops. Here, behind buildings. Let's restart. Behind buildings. Solo skirmish. Let's take the worker. Yeah, now we see him. Okay, I probably pressed some button. Yeah. Let's get the stealth German again. Yeah, let's move these guys here. Oh, oops. Oh boy. Oh, but now he stands behind there, but he has no... Huh. It works here. It works here. It probably doesn't work because he's not an occludee anymore. So we can't see him through buildings. Aha. Maybe we should say that stealth units are treated like occludees. Yeah. Let me see where this is used. Potential occludees. Potential occludee. Maybe we need to give him this flag. Potential occludee. It's translucent. Delayed render. Occluder. What about this? Okay, where do we? Let me search for silhouette. Silhouette. I don't know if it's. Okay, well maybe it already didn't draw a silhouette before. I don't know. Maybe it's already happening before like that. Let's get back to the code that we just changed. Wherever that was. Here. So we added this here, right? Essentially. Let's test it without our change and see if the observation is the same. If it is, which would be good, then just means it's another issue. That we don't see stealthed objects as occluded objects. But my suspicion is that this now works. Which would then mean we need to find where this code happens and try to fit in the translucent guys as well without being occludees. So take this guy, this, this. Okay, let's take these two guys. Aha. Okay, now it works, see? The German is visible. Okay, so this one certainly fixes one issue but breaks another thing. Yeah. So we need to enable behind building markers. It even says it here. That's the only reason it exists here. Maybe what we can also say. Oh. Objects which could occlude other objects. Do we make sure this object is not translucent, so it's not rendered twice. Aha, but it still is rendered twice. Aha. Why is it using XOR? Aha. Is that correct? XOR? And here the check is missing. Aha, that's a bug. Aha. Aha. I see. The bug is here. Make sure not translucent. We process translucent unit twice. Because we need to see them when occluded. Because we need to see them when occluded. To see them when occluded. I see. Okay, so it is intentional that it's rendered twice. I still don't understand why they use XOR here. That seems weird. Translucent. If it's only translucent. Clear any running flags. Normal. What is normal? 0. Yeah, to me it looks like this should be an AND. Yeah. Okay. So what's going on with the formatting here? My gosh. Good. So sorry. Okay, so we have a good understanding of what's going on here. The question is, how do we deal with this? We don't want them to render twice. That's duplicate information. Okay. Okay, but I feel like we are close, but we don't yet know how to fix this. We need to somehow say it's translucent guy, please only render them as translucent. If he's occluded, then render him as a... Find which objects are occluded. Is there anything special? I think it's just about the order. We first want to render occludees, then occluders. Non-occluder or occludees. I think it's just about the order. First render this, then this. Yeah. Okay, what if we Okay, what happens if we add the same check here? Yeah. Let's see what happens then. Test. Maybe translucent objects have to be rendered just after the occludes. Oof. Oof. Okay, did the XOR change brackets? Why was it using XOR? It was using XOR. Let's put it back to XOR. I don't understand why it uses XOR though. It's translucent. I'm confused. Ah. I think it's using XOR, so... No, I don't understand. It would have to be the other way around. Ah. We need to say if this flag is 0, there we go. Yeah. How about we say how about we simply add a const bool is translucent. Translucent. And then we say if not is translucent. Makes it easier to read. Look at that. Beautiful. No more confusion. Okay. So this guy, oh boy. So that looks that looks okay. Man, I hope that I get rid of this coughing at some point. I have this since more than a week now. Good, so there's a German. Let's put them here behind. That doesn't work. So he needs to... That sucks. So he needs to... He needs to be a occludie. Oh man, I don't know what to say about this. Yeah. Okay, how about we keep studying it next session? I will end it here. Yeah. We have a lead. I don't know yet how to fix it. Yeah. Good. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.